Hi, all my YouTube grandbabies. I had a pleasant week and I hope you did too. My grandbaby Off the Monster wonders why he can't sleep at night. He asked if I'm a real doctor and what did I study. Off the Monster, I don't know why you can't sleep. I wish you could, and I'm sorry you have that problem. I'm not a medical doctor or a psychologist, and even if I were, I couldn't give advice on YouTube. Yes, I am a real doctor in that I have a doctorate in law. I'm a retired attorney, but I don't give legal advice here on YouTube either. What I do here is just talk to you as one human being to another, relying on my 66 years of personal life experience, the way I believe a grandmother should talk to her grandchildren. Another of my grandbabies, Hot Weirdos 23, asked me how much is too much of anything. Hot Weirdos 23, I don't have an answer for the whole world, politics, the economy, social issues, but only in regards to one individual person. At first, the answer seems easy. A glib answer is, too much is when it hurts you or someone else. Too much is more than enough. But too much is not the same for everyone. One drink is too much for an alcoholic. One bet is too much for a compulsive gambler. And enough is not the same for everyone. Many of us have unrealistic expectations and we feel entitled to things we haven't earned. Often, enough is another word for more. The problem is that we as human beings tend to be inherently dissatisfied with our positions. Some want a Mercedes until they get it, then they want a Porsche, then a Maserati. If one is good, two is better. How many followers on Twitter is enough? How many Facebook friends is enough? How many YouTube subscriptions is enough? I believe the solution to the issue is balance. Issues like food, money, things, family, friends, time. Each person has to figure out what they really need. Find an inner space where all these issues come into balance. Everyone's version of enough will look a little different because happiness is subjective and individual. And nobody else can tell you where that balance is. It's something everyone has to determine for themselves. At least two of my grandbabies asked me what I think about haters. Those questions are buried somewhere in my comments where I couldn't easily find them, so I apologize for not specifically naming those grandbabies who asked the question. Haters, we don't all like the same thing, and most of us like to express our opinions. So sometimes people say negative things to each other. Most of the time, people who do that aren't generally hateful. Sometimes we're not in a good mood. Things are going badly for us, and we lash out at other people. I wouldn't call a person who occasionally does that a hater. There do seem to be a few people who make a habit out of being hateful to other people. People who like to make themselves feel better by trying to bring other people down. And I suppose you could label those people haters. I believe that such people actually hate themselves far worse than they hate others. I enjoy being positive, and I like being surrounded by positive people. So my own personal choice is to avoid and ignore negative people as much as possible, including those you might call haters. You can ask Grandma anything. If you want your question answered in a video, you need to post it in the comments below or on my comment page. If you send me a personal message, I'll be answering that privately. See you soon.